What if Darth Vader wasn't just trained by Emperor Palpatine? What if he was broken on purpose? Today, we're going to explore the darker interpretation of Star Wars lore, one supported by canon, legends, and subtext across the films, novels, and comics. This is a story of how Palpatine didn't simply turn Anakin Skywalker to the dark side, he tortured him mentally, emotionally, and physically to forge the most powerful Sith Lord the galaxy had ever seen. Palpatine's manipulation of Anakin didn't begin on Mustafar. It began the moment he recognized Anakin as a chosen one, a being with limitless potential in the Force. From that point on, Palpatine never saw Anakin as a person. He saw him as raw material. Palpatine positioned himself as the only adult who truly listened to Anakin. He praised him when the Jedi restrained him. He validated his anger when the Order dismissed it, but it wasn't kindness. This was isolation. He was subtly turning Anakin against the Jedi Council. Palpatine ensured that when the time came, Anakin would feel abandoned, emotionally dependent on only one voice. Palpatine didn't rush the fall. He let Anakin suffer first. Palpatine understood one truth better than any Sith before him. Fear unlocks power faster than discipline ever could. So Palpatine fed Anakin's greatest terror, loss. Through carefully planted conversations and half-truths, Palpatine nurtured Anakin's visions of Padme dying. He never caused them directly. He simply made sure Anakin believed only the dark side could stop them. Every nightmare chipped away at Anakin's sanity. Every sleepless night pushed him closer to desperation. By the time Palpatine revealed himself as Darth Sidious, Anakin wasn't choosing evil, he was choosing survival. Palpatine sent Anakin to Mustafar knowing exactly what would happen, not because the Separatist leaders needed to die, but because Anakin needed to cross a line he could never return from. Killing defenseless men, executing those who begged for mercy, this wasn't about strategy, this was about corruption. Then Palpatine let Obi-Wan follow him. Why? Because Palpatine knew the one thing that could truly shatter Anakin was betrayal by the person he loved most. Mustafar wasn't an accident, it was a ritual. When Palpatine arrived on Mustafar, he didn't mourn Anakin's injuries, he approved of them. The loss of Anakin's limbs, the burning of his flesh, the destruction of his former body. Those weren't failures, they were refinements. Palpatine intentionally placed Vader in a suit that caused him constant pain. The armor restricted his movement. The respirator reminded him with every breath that Anakin Skywalker was dead. Why? Because pain fuels the dark side. A comfortable Sith grows complacent. A suffering Sith grows powerful. Palpatine could have given Vader a better suit, but he chose not to. Palpatine didn't stop at physical agony, he crushed Vader's hope. After Mustafar, Palpatine told Vader that Padme was dead and that Vader himself had killed her. This lie destroyed the last piece of Anakin that still believed he could be redeemed. From that moment on, Vader believed there was nothing left to save. And that belief made him dangerous. Palpatine encouraged Vader to hunt Jedi, not just to eliminate threats, but to force Vader to murder the remnants of his former life. Friends, allies, younglings who reminded him of who he once was. Every kill reinforced the lie. There is no Anakin Skywalker. Palpatine's Sith training was unlike anything the Jedi taught. There was no meditation for peace, only meditation through rage. Palpatine deliberately humiliated Vader, tested him, and even attempted to replace him on multiple occasions. Why would a Sith master try to overthrow his own apprentice? Because survival breeds strength. Vader had to fight to remain useful. He had to constantly prove that his pain, his anger, and his hatred were stronger than any rival Palpatine could find. This wasn't mentorship, this was psychological warfare. Here's the truth most fans miss. Vader wasn't powerful despite his suffering, he was powerful because of it. Every breath hurt, every movement reminded him of loss, every memory was a weapon against him. The dark side fed on all of it. Palpatine didn't want a Sith who ruled through confidence. He wanted a Sith forged through endless torment. That's why Vader became a living embodiment of the dark side, more feared than any Sith before him. And yet, Palpatine made one mistake. He underestimated the one thing he tried hardest to destroy, Anakin's love. By torturing Vader, Palpatine created a monster, but he also preserved the emotional depth that made Anakin Skywalker unique. That buried humanity is what saved Luke, and it's why Vader, despite all the suffering, was never truly lost. Palpatine didn't just train Darth Vader, he engineered him. Through fear, through loss, through calculated cruelty, Vader was not the strongest Sith Lord by accident. He was the result of intentional torture, a living weapon forged in pain. And in the end, that same pain is what destroyed the Sith forever. May the Force be with you always.